Hello, welcome to AirFry Bro. This is my review of the Tefal ActiFry Genius XL 2-in-1 air fryer. Yes, that's quite a mouthful. I've owned this for about 4 months now, and I thought I would give you my review. What do I like about this air fryer? I like the fact that the non-stick coating after 4 months of use is still really good. It hasn't started to break up at all, which is good. I also like the cooking performance. This air fryer, it will cook as well as any other air fryer that I've used in the past. It's pretty good. Also, I like the fact this is a model which is made in France. Although I did actually buy this from the UK Amazon. I believe you can only get the made in France version if you buy it in Europe. If you buy it in America, I believe it has they only have the Chinese made versions in America, I believe. Okay, what don't I like about this air fryer? I don't like the stupid 2-tier cooking system. So you program here for both of the tiers individually. So, for example, if I would like to cook fries on the bottom, steak on the top, I would basically enter into the control panel the temperature and the timing for the fries and for the steak on the top, and then I will have to close it with only the bottom in. I press start and it will start to cook the French fries. Then it will then ask me to add the top with the steak in it. I close it, I press the start again, and it will carry on. So what this means is it isn't actually cooking both of the levels at the same time. While you are cooking your steak on the top, your French fries are starting to get slightly cold and they're not as fresh by the time that the steak is cooked. So I don't like the 2-tier system. It's a bit gimmicky and I don't think it's worth it. Also, this tier, it will rotate while it cooks. Maybe it slightly helps with even cooking, slightly, but to be honest, I haven't had an issue with uneven cooking with other air fryers. But the downside of the rotation is, first of all, it makes an awful noise. Also, they have to have this part in the middle that runs all the way through, which then means the form factor of this air fryer is awful. So I can't fit a chicken in here, a whole one. I can't fit, well, I mean, if I was to put regular sized steaks in here, they'll be hard to fit. It's like this form factor where you have to fit things in this ring. I really don't like it. I would rather go without the gimmick of the rotation and the 2 tiers, and then not have this thing in the middle. So yeah, for me it's not really worth it at all. Also, the quality of this air fryer, so this is from a well-known brand, Tefal, but frankly the quality is not very good. The plastic here, it feels really cheap, really plasticky. I mean, to be fair, I've had it for 4 months, it hasn't really broken, but it doesn't feel very good. It doesn't feel like a unit from a top tier manufacturer. The price of this unit also is not very cheap. It's on the higher end when it comes to air fryers. So for that kind of price, I would expect much better quality. When you close it, it kind of doesn't feel very good, and actually the lid has come up quite a few times halfway through the cooking process, which I really don't like. Also, I don't like the control panel. Let me show you. It's very old-fashioned. You basically have to work out with these icons how to select the timing and the temperature for the top and the bottom tier. And if you have decided that you don't want to use one of the tiers, you have to go like this, and it has to have a line through it. When you are using it, you can use one of these programs, which kind of the picture will give you some idea as to what the program is about. So you can use a program, right? But most of the time I just use M, which is for manual, which will mean I can choose the temperature and the time independently, right? And then I will press start and it will begin. I've used a lot of air fryers. I'm the air fryer bro after all. Even for me at the beginning, I found this really, really confusing. I didn't really like it. It took me, 3 or 4 attempts for me to learn. And this was not helped by the fact that the instruction manual is like one from the 1970s, and I kind of struggled even to read it. So after saying all of these things, would I recommend this air fryer? Simply, the answer for me is no. This is by far the worst air fryer I've ever owned. The quality isn't very good. The 2-tiered system isn't really worth it. The rotation isn't really worth it. The form factor is very annoying when I am trying to cook anything that's vaguely large. The control panel is old, outdated, hard to use. The operation is confusing. The instruction manual is old, out of date, black and white. Yes, it cooks things well, it works. The quality of the non-stick coating is good. It's made in France, but for me, the downsides far outweigh the upsides, and I would rather use my money on another air fryer. So there you go, that's my review of this air fryer. If you have used it, I would love to know what you think about it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Here we go. Oh, this is the annoying squeaking noise I was talking about. So it started 3 minutes into the cook time. So now you know what I mean by an annoying squeaking noise. Well done, Tefal. This is a quality item.